Hey you all, I welcome you in the discussion session for the Let's Go Through NCERT Class 10 Science. The chapter is Chemical Reactions and Equations. In this particular chapter, till now we have covered different part. Even in the last time, we discussed about types of chemical reactions. We started the discussion with chemical reaction, that is combination one. This we have done. Second one was decomposition that we just started with. Combination reaction also include exothermic reaction that I've taught you in the previous session. Now, let me begin with the next thing, that is further discussion of decomposition reaction. What we'll study here? We'll study types of decomposition reaction. The very first type is thermal decomposition, electrolytic decomposition, the next type, then the photochemical decomposition. Thermal decomposition, as the name suggests, deals with heat. What this heat is going to do here? Heat is the energy that we provide to decompose a substance. So you have a single reactant. Heat is applied and two or more desired products are formed. Suppose A and B are the products which are formed during this reaction. In case of electrolytic decomposition, the similar process occurs, but instead of this heat, the energy is electricity. Now, photochemical decomposition might be a new name for you. What this is? Photo term means sunlight. Photochemical means decomposition reaction, that is a chemical reaction taking place in the presence of sunlight. So, what are the main three types of energy which are responsible for a decomposition reaction? You can simply say the three types are heat energy, electricity, let me just write this once again. Heat, electricity, and the third type is sunlight. These three type of energies are required to carry out decomposition process. Thermal decomposition. I've already told you that thermal decomposition occurs in the presence of heat. So the cause is heat. What happens here? We have NCERT exercise activity that's given over here. There's a burner which is the cause of decomposition reaction. The heat is supplied from here. This is the burner. It's providing heat, or simply the heat energy. There's a test tube which is held by test tube holder. This is basically the boiling tube in which we have taken lead nitrate. Remember the chemical formula for the lead nitrate? Just recall the formula for the lead nitrate. The formula is, let me write once again. I'll just try to write it again. Lead nitrate, Pb NO3. What is done here? It is heated. So, heat is the cause of decomposition of lead nitrate. In the activity, it is clearly shown the crystals of lead nitrate are taken over here, heated, and formation of lead oxide, oxide of nitrogen, that is nitrogen dioxide, and oxygen will take place. So this reaction results in the formation of two or more products. Basically, three products are formed. Single reactant, three products. Let me write the name of these products. The first one is lead oxide. What's the next product? This is nitrogen dioxide. While this is very well known, oxygen, the gas important for the life, oxygen gas. Now, let me completely balance this one. I hope you understood how do I balance this reaction by just comparing the number of atoms present at left-hand side and at the right-hand side. Why this reaction is termed as decomposition? Question can be asked. You can simply answer that is the decomposition because single reactant lead nitrate is there and there's the formation of three products. What's the cause of this process? The cause is heat that you are supplying. Now, let me move forward. There is thermal decomposition. It can have another example also, heating of ferrous sulfate crystals. In the previous discussion, I've also told you the crystals of ferrous sulfate, the formula is FeSO4 dot 7H2O. These are green colored crystals. Green colored crystals of ferrous sulfate. If you first heat these crystals, what will happen? Water in the form of 7H2O is water of crystallization. Water of crystallization. It gets evaporated to form FeSO4. This is colorless. Combined with, not combine actually, formation of 7 molecules of H2O. This is separation. Now what will happen further? Is this the final step? No. Decomposition proceed further. This FeSO4 gets decomposed. Heat can also be represented by this triangle. You might be remembering, you might be knowing 2Fe2O3 will be formed. Fe2O3 will be formed. Along with that, sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide is formed. So this is the actual process that's taking place. Ferrous sulfate, which was colorless, is now decomposed to form Fe2O3. This is known as ferric I'm not able to write. Just let me check. I'll just erase it to write it again. Wait, this is ferric oxide. What this gas is? This is sulfur dioxide, and this is sulfur trioxide. And these two gases, as per your NCERT, you can simply say these two gases, this gaseous mixture is causing the smell of burning sulfur. Burning sulfur smell would be produced. So this is thermal decomposition. Let's take here electrolytic decomposition. What's the cause for this process? The cause is electricity. One more time, I'm just taking it. Yeah, electricity. This is the cause. I have the diagrammatic representation of NCERT given here. This is an activity that's given in NCERT. What is told in this NCERT activity? Water you take, electricity you pass, and this gets decomposed into two products. Water, symbol is H2O, liquid it is. Electricity is passed. Electricity is passed. What is formed? Hydrogen gas and oxygen gas. Let me balance. Now, what is done here? A beaker or a mug is taken in which water is there. Graphite rods are fixed in the test tube, and further, these test tubes are connected with a battery having 6-volt voltage with the help of wires. Now, when current is passed through the water, there's the formation of hydrogen gas, oxygen gas. Hydrogen gas is evolved at cathode. What cathode is? The cathode is the electrode which is positively charged. Second electrode is anode. That is, give me a second. This is cathode, this is negatively charged. Wait a second, this is negatively charged. I'm really sorry. This is negatively charged electrode, while the anode is positively charged electrode. Oxygen moves to positively charged electrode, while hydrogen is moving to cathode, that is negatively charged electrode. The volume of oxygen that is obtained in this case is more, double of that. And that you can understood with the help of this chemical equation. Two water molecules decompose to give you two molecules of hydrogen and one molecule of oxygen. This can directly be related to the volumes of the gases produced. This can easily be understood with the help of the diagram given over here. Hydrogen is occupying more volume, while oxygen is occupying less volume. Almost hydrogen has double volume. This is 2 times of that of oxygen. Now, The turn is there. To understand this process, we can simply say the volume of hydrogen gas is double as compared to O2 gas. So this is the conclusion from the activity, and simply to define electrolytic decomposition, you can say this is the decomposition reaction taking place in the presence of electricity. Now, the turn is for third category of the reaction, that is photochemical decomposition, is also known as photolytic decomposition. What happens here? The cause of decomposition is sunlight. The very good example for such type of reaction is decomposition of silver chloride. Symbol Ag for silver, chlorine, Cl. Decomposition occur in the presence of sunlight. If you place it in sunlight, let me just erase it. Let me write it once again. Right, sunlight. So silver will be formed separately. Chlorine gas is formed. This arrow can be represent evolution of gas. Right now, what happened in this case? Silver chloride is placed in the china dish in the sunlight, and after some time, this white colored silver chloride gets changed into gray. Why gray? Due to the formation of silver. Now, is there any other example of such reaction? Right? Example is the similar one. Here you can consider the reaction, similar reaction of decomposition of AgBr. This is also decomposing to give you silver and bromine. What is the physical state of bromine? Do you remember? Bromine at room temperature is liquid. My dear friends, you need to know it. Silver is solid, but bromine is liquid. Now, photochemical decomposition of silver chloride and the silver bromide, that's given in NCERT also. These are the two reactions which are used in black and white photography. Now, after the three types of decomposition, it's the turn to know endothermic reaction, what it is. Endothermic, as the name suggests, endo means inside. If you look at photochemical decomposition, what we are doing in this case, AgBr is placed in sunlight, that is represented by the symbol H nu also. Formation of Ag and Br2 occurs. It means you are providing energy. You are providing energy to the substance, the reactant. Energy. Which form of energy you are providing? Sunlight in this case. In the previous cases, electricity you were providing, even heat you were providing. So all those reactions were endothermic reactions. So what I can say that endothermic reactions are those reactions in which heat is absorbed. Another category of the reaction, endothermic. And generally decomposition reactions are endothermic in nature. I'll just write it over here. Generally, decomposition reaction, but not the decomposition of vegetable matter. That is exothermic. Generally, decomposition is what type of reaction? Endothermic. In the previous examples, we have seen the same. Now, a lot of examples you can give here, like calcium carbonate decomposed in the presence of heat. Calcium oxide and carbon dioxide is formed. Another example is clearly given over here, reaction of barium hydroxide. Barium hydroxide, BaOH, whole twice, and ammonium chloride, that is NH4Cl. These two react, then the temperature of the reaction mixture get lowered, get reduced. In this case, there is formation of BaCl2 and NH4OH. What is this BaOH whole twice? This is barium hydroxide as per the given reaction statement. Ammonium chloride it is, and the formed species is barium chloride. This is barium chloride. And ammonium hydroxide is formed. So how do we know that this is endothermic? Because in this case, the reaction mixture, the beaker in which you are taking, the reaction mixture will become cold. That is representing heat is absorbed from the surroundings. That's why this is endothermic reaction. But yes, this is not a decomposition one. So if it is asked in your question paper that give an example of endothermic reaction which is not decomposition, you can simply give this answer. Let's take